Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Pausa, and for everybody who is newly coming here, welcome, and all subscriber, welcome back. Okay, so today, as you see from the title, I'm going to talk about and explain the HINDASH Beautopsy palette. Okay, so if you're anybody or who follow HINDASH on YouTube and Instagram, you know that he lately came out with this palette here. And let me just say what is on my mind. When HINDASH came newly out with this palette, I was like, what are we going to do with that palette? Like, I do understand the talking about the gradient effect and everything else, but I was like, what am I going to do with that palette? Because it does not inspire me any particular makeup look. Like, if you just look at this palette on its own like this, like, you're like, what am I going to do with it? What am I going to do with it? Like, pink eyeshadow, orange eyeshadow, brown eyeshadow, whitish. But then if you actually take time and go on HINDASH Instagram page, you scroll through all the makeup look on his page, you do realize something, and that's what it came to my mind, is that with this palette I can recreate 90% of HINDASH makeup look. Just go do it now. Go on his Instagram page and look at all the makeup look he created on his page. Tell me if 90% of them, first of all, tell me if they're not stunning. They are so beautiful and stunning. Okay, and you will realize, secondly, that all those 90% of them can be recreated with this eyeshadow palette here. And that actually shocked me, because I realized that HINDASH actually created the eyeshadow palette that he needs to create his makeup look. Like, all what you need to recreate 90% of HINDASH eye makeup look is this palette here, and it's incredible. What is missing is just more bold colors like blue, lilac, and mint green, and some shimmery colors. But except that, if you look, all his eye look you can be created with this palette. Secondly, the thing I want to let people understand, because I've been seeing a lot of tutorial about people who are receiving this palette, and I think that most people misunderstand or are a bit confused of HINDASH makeup style. So just in case any of you are a little bit confused, just to let you know, first of all, the entire makeup look on my face now, okay, from eye to cheeks to contour, was made with this palette. Okay, something I think most people are misunderstanding about HINDASH makeup look that then translated to his palette was that HINDASH is not here for drama. He's not here for drama. He's here for art. And he's a sort of, if HINDASH should be a fashion designer, he will be a Chanel, a Gucci, a Christian Louis Vuitton, how you call it. Yes. So if you think now about Chanel, Gucci, Christian Dior, that was the person looking for, Christian Dior, what does it come to your mind? Everlasting elegance. Okay, a sort of elegance that does not expire with fashions. I don't know if that makes sense to you. And it's the same with HINDASH. If this pigment or powder goes onto the skin smoothly. I talk of eyes, but what about skin? As you can see, I have problematic skin. I have acne scarring mark, but this product goes on top without clotting, without looking cakey, but actually looking smooth. That is something I want to emphasize with my review, is how smooth these pigments, palettes, or shadows, how can I call it, shadow, goes on to your skin. Extremely smooth. Okay, now let's jump into the tutorial of how I created this eye look for you to see what I'm talking about. Hi, so let's start this tutorial. So just to be fair with everyone, I just want to let you know I've already applied foundations. I've already applied concealer underneath my eyes, and I softly already did a bit of contour on my face with a cream, which is actually a cream, a darker foundation. Is a soft, it's not really visible. It has to be enhanced with powder. That's why I'm going to show you how to powder contour your face with the HINDASH palette and do your eyes. So if you're like me and you have darker eyelid, and I always advise you to use a form of primer. So I'm using an eyeshadow primer, and the one I'm using is the one from Pierre Louis, but feel free to even use concealer or whatsoever you have available. So I'm going in first with tan here. I don't know if the camera can pick up the color purposely, but I'm just going in with tan lightly, and I'm going to dust any excess. And with tan, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to set that concealer, set that eyeshadow primer all over, and I'm just going to set it. And something I did notice about this and eyeshadow from HINDASH palette is that they've, how can I say, the eyeshadow and the powder or whatsoever, I don't know how to call it, the pigment is so finely blend that it actually goes and melt into your skin. I don't know how to explain it, but you can actually see in its performance the quality of the shadow. That being said, I'm going to take the color Feel, which is the brown palette, the brown, the second, this one, Feel, and I'm going obviously in the darker part of Feel. I'm just going dusting the excess to put it, let me see, towards the outside part. And I hope you can see how the eyeshadow does most of the job by itself. Like literally, I use a lot of I have used different brand eyeshadow, from Urban Decay to MAC to Morphe, and sincerely speaking, this one from HINDASH, the pigment is so soft and blendable that it does most of the job on its own. Like literally, I'm enjoying blending the color in my eyes because it's just go and blend, and while it's blending, it smooths out and it blends without leaving any like harsh line. Like even if you are a beginner into makeup and you don't know how to blend eyeshadow, this eyeshadow literally blend itself. Okay, Intra, which is this color here, Intra, and I'm going to the lighter part of Intra. Okay, and as in that says in the introductory video of the reveal of this palette, the pigments are his eyeshadow pan are pigmented, but not too much pigmented, where you can go and control the intensity of the color, so where you can go and build it. And you see that especially when you are using the palette. So I'm just going and building. I'm putting this color mostly towards the end part of my eye, and mostly into the socket, where into that point of my eye where is, you know, more like where give the hood, I don't know how to say. I'm going to give depth to my eyes. Sorry, as I say, I'm very bad with explaining what I'm doing with this eyeshadow, but most of it you can see it for yourself. And as I said before, this shadow just go and blend beautifully on their own, and they blend really smoothly. I haven't yet find another, there is not another eyeshadow company that I've tried that have such smoothly blendable eyeshadow. So now with another smaller and blending brush. So I told you I'm going to use a lot of blending brushes because that's just my style of doing eyeshadow look. I'm going towards taking in the middle, in between Intra and Fatum, and I'm just going to take the color in between, and I'm going to deepen the outer part of my eyes. nicely. Now I'm going to take the flat brush, this one, and I'm going to go in this grayish color called Real. And I'm going to put that all over the inner part of my eye, so you can see. And you can see also how this color, what I like about it is mostly how the colors, the eyeshadow color, literally, when I say literally, blend and smooth on your eyelid. That is something really, really nice that I like. These colors just go in and blend, and they're just smooth on my eyelid. That's why I'm really, really enjoying about this palette. You don't have to put who knows what effort into blending it, because they literally blend and smoothing out on your skin. And you can see also the quality. Literally, you can see the quality. I'm not lying, guys. Any of you who have already purchased the palette and think otherwise, please comment down below, or just comment your experience with this palette if you're watching, or if you can see what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the palette blend in by itself. Now with another smaller angle blending brush, I'm going into the color Skill, and I'm going into the middle of Skill, not way into the orange part between Love and Skill. And I'm just going to warm out this color, warm it up. And then I'm going into the darkest part of Skill, which is the orange, real reddish on it, orange here. And I'm going to just tap it. Don't ask me whoever will comment on me being a very bad person describing. Okay, concentrate on my describing. That's because I don't know how to describe action, okay, and eye lid position, but you can see for yourself. And as you can see, all the color blends on top of each other really, really, really nicely. So what I'm doing now, I'm just building that orange until when I'm really happy with the intensity. Just to let you know, when I did this eye, I didn't complete it totally, and you will see why. And I'm taking my MAC Fix Plus, and I'm going to, you can, on the video for Hindash, he showed that you can either spray it directly on the eyeshadow pan or on your brush. I prefer spraying it on the brush just because I'm afraid that it won't dry completely, even though I've already tried it this afternoon. I went out and I've already tried it, but I will advise you to spray it directly, the Fix Plus, spray it directly on your brush. And I'm going to create a brownish darkish eyeliner, so I'm going to do the color in between here. Okay, so in between here. And I have to concentrate to do my eyeliner. you know, lunge. In the inner part, I will put another color there. You will see very soon. Okay. Just to match the grayish color on the top. There it is. Plain the eyeliner look here. Going on the other side and doing the same. And that's it for the eyes. Okay, I will go in with eyelashes in a minute, but I want to first of all move to the face. Okay, so how did I do the face, or how do I recommend doing the face? So for the face, since I'm a much darker girl, definitely I'm going towards intra. Okay, as I say, I've already lightly cream contour my face. I hope you can see it's very that's what I'm doing. So with my angle brush, I'm taking the outer part of intra, okay, and it's possible to do, and I'm just going softly to set that contour, that cream contour that I put on my face. Okay, let me remove this hair, and there it is. And I advise you to do it with either a pointed brush or an angle brush, where you can merely take one color shade from the pan. Can you see the contour there? Obviously, I'm having my hair in the way, so there is not much need to contour my forehead. Now I'm going in with, you know, if any of you are a subscriber from me for long, know that I always say if you're a black girl, you need an orange blush. And look what Hindash put here for us. And I'm just going to take a mixture of all the color in Love. Is it Love and Kill? Yeah, Love and Kill. And I'm going to add it on my jaw as a blush. And now taking another brush that I use for blushes, I'm going into Boy and Wonder, which is the pink one, and I'm going to add that on top of it. And this step is extra. Its product is not from Hindash, but it's the MAC Extra Dimension Blush, and I'm just using it to highlight a bit. I know this is a technique most people don't use anymore, but for me it does work perfectly. And there it is. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put on eyelashes off camera. So guys, I had to go and reapply this lash here. They are not behaving mostly because this is what the 50th time I'm applying this one lash on my eyes, but you know, we have to make the best of our coins. That being said, I also wrap up my hair a little bit more better. But now let's just wrap up the informations and what is the review of this, you know, my overall thoughts about HINDASH palette. Now, let me be sincere. If you see the palette like this, it does not tell me or will not tell you anything. This palette like this and its color does not say nothing. But sis, as I show you in the tutorial, once you dip a brush into it and apply it on your eyes, now the palette starts speaking to you. The palette speak and it sells itself once you use it and see how it blends nicely on your eyes. I'm so happy I did purchase it. I was very in between, like I don't think I will use it. I just think it will be a nice little thing to be in my drawers. No, sis, for the little time I've been having this palette, has been my go-to palette, especially because for the colors it has, even though it look boring and not useful, it actually has all your essential colors for an everyday look. I'm not joking. It does have all your essential color for everyday look, and it have all the color that you need to create, you know, not dramatical cut crease, but it has all the colors that help you to create all elegant, like soft elegant makeup look. I will try to do more makeup look with it. Only thing I will post it on Instagram, not on YouTube. I'm not going to do video, but I will post most makeup look with this palette on my Instagram for anybody interested to see how many other eyeshadow look can a black girl get out of this. That being said, if you like my video, if you found it informative, don't forget to thumbs it up, please. If you think it was of any help and you want to recommend it, don't forget to share it. And if you want to follow me for more YouTube video and recommendations and tutorial whatsoever, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, okay? And let's speak as usual, okay? Like, that is the usual thing of my life. Gone. Though, that being said, see you next time and ciao.